you're going to be checking out the BoneFire Tarot. This is a very popular and well-received deck. This is the first edition. It's by Gaby Angus-West, and you're probably familiar with this deck because there's so many good videos out there on this. It comes in a box which is very large and very, very heavy. But the reason is because the guidebook and the size of the cards. But this is bigger than any Llewellyn box I have, so that must tell you something. Now, I did have to make a modification on the box because it came with this insert, which is too small for my fingers to get in there and get the cards out. The cards are kind of jammed tight together. So I took the insert out, and there's a little blue ribbon you pull to open up the lid. And what I did is I installed another ribbon, and that way I can just pull up the guidebook. Very easy like that. And the cards now, I have plenty of room to go in here and pull the cards out. So it's really a good modification, for me at least. But if you have difficulty with some of these boxes with those inserts, you can remove them. I put a spacer in here, which just a cardboard spacer, and that keeps the cards from sliding around together. So anyways, this is the back of the box. And as Gaby mentioned, these were all hand-painted, I believe on canvas, and inspired by tattoos. So it's an amazing deck. It comes with this guidebook that is probably one of the better guidebooks I have. She gets into all kinds of information about herself, what motivated her, when she did it. He has a warm welcome to greet you on the first pages. Talks about the tattoo in tarot. Okay. So this deck was heavily influenced by her work thinking about tattoos and how to incorporate that into a deck. And it's a very thick book. It is about 180 some pages. She even has a glossary here on the back. You don't see that very often. But the information is just really detailed. This is, like I said, the most detailed guidebook with the tarot deck that I have. The only books more detailed than this are standalone books, I think. But, it's just a lot of information. I'm not going to go through it all because you can find out more from other channels. There's a lot of videos on this deck. So I'm just going to show the cards, do kind of a quick flip through. But I do want to get into the card stock. This is a standard AGM Pebble back, and it's just a little bit more narrow than the standard tarot card size, but quite a bit wider. It's like a decent oracle card, basically. And the card stock is thick. And here's the back of the cards. I dig the back a lot. So it's kind of on the thick side. Is a glossy deck. The only thing you concern yourself with on glossy cards, if they're in a rather damp or humid environment, they can tendency to stick together if they're stacked and not used. So that's my only concern about glossy cards. But overall, a pretty decent card stock. Now, the artwork on this, it's not AI generated. It's all hand-painted stuff she did, I believe, on canvas. I think I mentioned that. But this artwork reminds me of kind of like, this is arguably what I think, but like if Lady Freida was tripping on acid and she was trying to do tattoos on Crowley. There's a lot going on, a lot of vibrancy, but we might as well begin. I want to get through this as quickly as possible. Okay, Fool. Fool card here. Fool does not have a number. There's no 0 on this card. So that's our Fool. And the Magician. Same thing. No number 1 visible on the card, at least that my aging eyes can't see. But this is our Magician. I like his hat with the flame on it. It's pretty cool. Okay, we have the High Priestess. Beautiful card. The number 2 appears. Now the numbers begin appearing on the cards. Okay, the Empress. The Emperor. I like the look in his eyes for some reason. The Hierophant. The Lovers. This is up there in detail and stuff with, I think it's above and beyond Starman and the Illuminati. Those are a couple of very busy decks. But this was not AI assisted, which is pretty impressive. The Chariot. Strength. We have the Hermit. Hermit's hanging out down here. I don't know about his expression, but there he is. Wheel of Fortune. Justice. The Hanged Man. Number 13, no death on this card, but we know what it is. It often appears in other decks where death is not named. There's sometimes the number 13. Rising Sun between the towers. Everything's going on. Temperance. The Devil. Kind of looks cat-like to me. The Tower. The Star. The Moon. The Sun. Judgment, like the clock, and the World. This follows Smith-Waite, so you can, if you know your Smith-Waite, you won't have any problem with this deck. Ace of Wands. We have pineapples for the suit of wands. Two of wands. Three of wands. Four of wands. Five of wands. Six of wands. Hey, seven of wands. Eight of wands. The nine. The 10. Have our page. Our knight. I think all the knight cards have a horse and the knight in them. Knight. The queen. And the king of wands. Moving on to cups, we have our ace. Our two. Our three. I like that three of cups. the 4, the 5, the 6, Seven of Cups, the 8, the 9, the 10. Like the rainbow, pretty cool. Little house here. Our page. Our knight. There's our horse head. There's our knight. Our queen. And the King of Cups. Okay, moving on to coins. In this deck are coins. Ace of coins. 2 of coins. 3 of coins. 4 of coins. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. And 10. This is our page. Did I mention that I finally got to use this tapestry? I bought this. I buy tapestries for like under $10. And I got this tapestry. I could never find a deck to use it with until I saw this one. I said, I can finally use this tapestry. Okay, knight of coins. The queen. And the king. Okay, finally on to swords. We got our ace. Our 2. A lovely 3. The 4. Love the tub. Nice touch. The 5. The 6. Looks like a large leaf. You got the 7. And the 8. And here's our 9. Interesting. Our 10. Our page. Our knight. Our queen. And finally, the king wraps up the deck. Okay, quite a lot going on again this deck, and a lot to look at, a lot to take in. But I think it's very interesting for a non-AI deck. You know, it's up there with activity. It's a very, very busy deck, but you might like it. So anyways, that's my presentation of BoneFire Tarot. And as always, I hope you've liked it. And thanks for liking the video if you like it. Bye.